They're all 4 or 5 evolutionists. Bro, he destroys them one by one. You know the claim they come
And
with?
he's stock matter thing.
No. He goes on the next level. Watch his stuff.
على هاي
And if you have any questions, he's usually here. Come talk to him. He's an expert. Me, I'm talking to you on a layman level. He'll literally break down everything. Lucy, Juicy, Stacy, all of them. Inshallah. Any other questions? Anything about any other shubahat you have about God, Allah?
Oh yes.
Ask anything you're comfortable with.
So basically, I have a sister, and my sister is actually my biological sister, and like she's very like how do I say it in a way, but like she's become like very distant from Islam because like she sees, you know how Prophet married Aisha at age 6 and 9,
Yeah.
but you know how like scholars they come up with ages that she was 19 or 16. But what would you say? Was she actually like?
Habibi, this comes to, sadly, the reality is this. This comes to an inferiority complex. It's simple as that, bro. Look, let me tell you something, yeah? Look, I came to Islam 14 years ago.
Oh yeah, I heard your story. Yeah.
Okay. Now, there are so many reverts who are British women and men.
Yeah.
How is it they have no issue with the Prophet's marriage to Aisha?
I don't. Maybe okay. Let's be completely honest. Maybe they haven't heard of it. Maybe they haven't.
Habibi, I'm telling you, if there's anything they heard this, is the Prophet's marriage to Aisha. It's the biggest shubahat out there. If they heard of anything, it's that. Now, they might not hear about something else, but that, everyone in the mirror. You know what it shows you? It shows you, bro, it's a matter of inferiority complex. Now, if the sad reality is this, our sisters and our brothers, they spend more time bodybuilding, makeup, going to the gym, but they won't spend time studying their religion. Wallahi, if they studied and understood it academically, intellectually, how many people do you think we've debated here ask the same question? Wallahi, I've spoken to kafirs, non-Muslims. They ask the question, I expect to go, yeah, it makes sense. Non-Muslim goes, yeah, no, it makes sense. If it's put in that context, it makes sense. What the issue is this, we don't research it, we don't look into it, we come from it from an emotional background. We don't want to understand it. At least if you hear something, okay, let me go on YouTube and find out what is the answer. No, he married Aisha, no, khalas.
So would you say she was? Would you say she was 16 or?
No, I don't believe this. Now, look, if it means that there is some kind of historical thing, which I don't believe, I think it's baseless.
What do you actually think, like your perspective?
My perspective was 100% she was 9 years old and 6 years old.
You know how it says she played with girls? It says like
Habibi, I've got an auntie who is 38 years old. She's got a doll set. She gave my daughter 2 of her dolls. She's in her 40s.
But she plays with it.
Wallahi al-Azim, she has a doll. My auntie, she is my mum's 3rd or 4th youngest sister. Yeah, she's in her 40 years old, yeah? She has a doll collection, yeah? Bro, watch the head, look, that's her hobby. Playing with dolls, bro. Today's age, you got grown men who play PlayStation. PlayStation like a little boy, yeah? That era is an old different era, bro. You have people who are going to what
I
age of
hate
16.
just one thing. What would you say? Because look, you know when we look at a historical mathematical basis, you know Asma, her sister, right? Aisha's sister. Asma.
Yes, I know that.
But math, you know, when we look at math cannot really be wrong.
No, we're saying that the history that it came to you is wrong.
Yeah.
So the argument they use from history is wrong. The reason, look, let me tell you something.
But she migrated from Hijrah.
No, but I'm saying we are relying it based on authentic hadith. They are relying it based on historical, like for example, certain Mufassirin who may have talked about history.
Is it possible?
Look. I will say like this.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't have an issue. I think it's a very unlikely maybe. But if it makes someone happy, let them believe it. It's not an issue. But the key is this: why 16? Why not 14? Why the age 16? Why 18? Why the age 16 and 18?
Because obviously when we look at the historical
good. So it shows we're brainwashed by what? Western liberalism. Because why the age 16? Why don't they say she was 10 or 12?
Exactly. Christians did the same thing.
Good. Now the question is this: for 1400 years or 1300 years, not a single person who opposed Islam ever brought this to the
Yeah, not even the enemies of the Prophet.
What changed? Moral.
Presentism.
Thank you. Simple as that. So because of that, there's an inferiority complex. And let me tell you something, look. To me, it's very simple, bro. The Prophet's marriage to Aisha has no problem with me. Because you know why? Bro, look at the relationship with Aisha. Did at any point Aisha say, I was...
I just want to add on something. If they want to say that the Prophet Muhammad, astaghfirullah, was a pedophile, most of his wives were older than him.
Bro, one of them was like 55, 60 years old.
If you really wanted to like see her, then you would have not. Why would you wait for her to become 9?
Exactly. And not only that, why was his first wife Khadija? Some say she was 40.
Yeah.
Why did he have one wife when they had multiple women?
Yeah.
Why did he? And he was so much. You know, look, check this out. If the Aisha did not want to marry him or whatever for that matter, yeah, bro, Aisha was. You know how jealous Aisha was of her. The Prophet would talk about Khadija and she would get jealous.
Yeah.
Bro, jealousy shows love. A woman is only jealous of a man that she loves. You can't lie about love.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, okay, when I think about Aisha, I think about my wife. Brother, my wife is jealous. Yeah, like jealous on a different level. And it's a good thing because you should have your wife jealous of you. My wife reminds me of Aisha in that aspect. Why? Because she has, like, bro, it's like she has a ghir of a man. You get it? Bro, she's jealous. Even sometimes I speak to, like, sisters, bro, she's like, you know, it's her love. And love shows that, jealousy shows love. The Prophet's wife, look, she would say, why you keep talking about Khadija? She's a dead woman. Bro, because you know what I'm trying to say? It shows you the connection that they have. So much so, bro, they will race with one another. You can't come and tell me. Now, the age 9, you can't compare a 9-year-old today with a 9-year-old then. So sorry. Do you get what I'm trying to say? How are you, my
Can I ask you a
friend?
quick question?
You can, yes.
Do you mind?
I don't mind.
I'm going to be quick, just very
Yes.
quick. I just want to know.
Who, this guy?
I'm
Him
not
or
here-
this guy?
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Are you with this clown?
Sorry?
Are you with
I
this
just want to
clown?
know what you think about the legal immigration crisis in the UK right now.
I don't know. Are you an immigrant?
Am I an immigrant?
Yeah.
No, I'm a native to this country.
Oh, how do you decide that?
Sorry?
How do you decide
My
your
heritage and ancestry.
how did you come to?
It's a simple question.
No, I'm asking though, because the thing is,
But what's your
no,
stance right
I'm
now?
asking, what do you define as immigration? What do you define as someone as foreign?
People crossing the border illegally. What do you
Well,
think?
Sam,
of
I-
Oh, okay. Well, okay, sorry, forgive me. Look into yeah.
Because obviously we've got a big crisis in our hands right now with many people crossing the borders illegally, causing havoc in the country. I was just wondering what
Okay,
your
look, I'll be
opinion
honest. If you're asking, you're with this guy, I don't like this guy, but I'm just gonna answer you. I have respect because you're respectful. Yeah, I don't like this clown that you came with.
is. It's not a clown.
It's a big clown. It's actually it's a big clown. Anyways, so the thing is this: I believe that anyone that's coming from a foreign nation that have different way of life, that opposes the Western values in the sense where, for example, if someone's coming from a country, let's say Uganda, and they're predominantly Christian, and they have a different lifestyle, for them, their women are covered. Yes, and their Christian women get covered as well. So if they come to a nation like this and they see women who have the right to walk how they want to walk naked, and they have the propensity to think that they have a right to touch this woman, those kind of people should not be let in the country. I don't care if you're a Christian country, a Jewish country, a Muslim country, a Hindu country. If your way of life cannot fit into this system, I don't think you should be here. Because why? Because you've come from a different background. We're not trying to blame you, but we're blaming the people that bring you here. Now, I'm not saying that there are people who are in general situations where our government has gone and destroyed their lands and they're coming here. We can't blame those people. However, if people are looking for asylum because they come from a war-torn country that we have caused, we can't say nothing to that. What we do have to look into consideration is that if we have statistics and numbers in place that show us that predominantly a specific kind of demographic people are coming here and raping, are coming and robbing, are coming, like for example, the Romanians are blamed for theft. I don't believe every Romanian is the same. You know what I'm trying to say? And then majority Christian.
Aren't the majority of the illegal immigrants coming over Muslim?
No, if you look at statistics, majority of them are Indian, Chinese, Nigerian. Look at it. Look at statistics that enter come to this
because,
country.
like, for example, near me there's a camp in Kroger,
Yeah.
and the majority of people there are Muslim people.
If you look
And
at, yeah,
I'm just going to continue. There's a guy here with a tattoo on his neck,
yeah.
and it represents the jihadi.
And what?
The jihadi, like Taliban.
Where'd you get that? What
Taliban.
type? What
Because
type?
it's translation, the village he comes from was taken over by the Taliban. He's got a big AK-47 tank.
So his village was taken over by the Taliban, and he's got an AK-47 on his neck.
Yes.
So what does the AK-47 represent? Like you can have anyone got
The
AK-47.
guy is a Taliban.
The AK-47
Because it's
represents
saying that he's
Taliban.
taken over the village, and he's got the AK-47.
So 1 second. So his village was taken over by the Taliban.
No, it's saying the village that he's taken over is written on his neck, and he's got an AK-47.
So who told you this? Sorry, I'm just trying to understand who told you this.
You can research the translation of.
No. Who told you that this symbolizes that he took over a village?
Well, it's the translation of what's on his neck. So you can
Can you show me that? I can check it.
I don't know where it is, but you'll have to. It was
No,
lost
if you
in the
can,
comments
if you can show me
The point that I'm trying to make is
because it sounds a bit bizarre. Like you've seen some guy who's got a tattoo.
it's not
and then-
bizarre.
And
The
the
point
only
I'm trying to make is that there's the majority of the people that are invading, like even in Spain, they're all like Muslim people, right?
Why is it Muslim people? Where'd you get that from? A lot
Because
of
it is.
where'd you get where's the statistics? Show me the statistics.
You can look at the statistics.
Nah, bro, come on, trust me. It's a trust me, bro. No, so they don't work like that.
Yeah,
You
mate,
need,
you
you
can.
need, no, you need to bring numbers. You can't come here. You've come here. You're claiming about tattoo, this, that. You have to bring me numbers. You can't just come here. It's like me coming and saying, like,
Mate,
what
I've
actually?
seen the statistics. I can't get them
Look,
off
let me tell you about actual statistics. 85% extra or more of pedophiles are white middle-aged men. How would that is
That's
true?
not
That
true.
is true. That's not true.
No, it's
That's not true.
No.
One second, let me put this on. Can you put this on charge?
What about,
Can I put this
what
on
about
charge?
all these
One second. No, one
grooming
second.
gangs
One
and the
second.
rape
One
gangs?
second. Grooming
yeah?
gangs. No, grooming gangs. Even grooming gangs.
Predominantly Muslim in
No,
this
no, no,
country,
no, no.
yeah?
Well, no, one second. Why is it that his religion comes into it when he's supposedly Muslim? What about Christian grooming gangs?
Well, but there's nothing in the Christian Bible about being
Really, in the book of
Which
Numbers,
there is
chapter
in the
30,
Quran.
really, go. All right, show me in the Quran anything that tells us about grooming. This is your Western values.
Your prophet married like what was it,
So
60-year-old?
one second. What's that? One second. The Prophet married a woman who became an adult at that time. What's that got to do with grooming gangs? Grooming gangs is your Western values. Drugs,
No, that's two
sex,
different
rock and
topics.
roll, party. Look. I just want to ask you a
It's
question.
not my culture.
It's your Western values. Look. Yes. Okay. Western values. Taking drugs. Sex,
Do I take drugs?
I didn't say you take drugs.
You just,
Taking
but
drugs.
you're saying that it's my Western value.
Okay, I'll ask you a question. Is it legal or illegal? Yes, for example, or is it known for Muslim countries to consume drug, cocaine, heroin, weed, or is it the Western countries?
I mean, you can't put it down to different cultures because every culture has its
No.
pros and its cons.
I'm asking you a question. For example,
It
Tommy
sa- it
Robinson.
sounds like a bit of a trap question. It sounds
No,
like
it's
you're
not.
trying to penalise the
No,
West.
no,
If the West is so bad, then why are you here?
No. I never said the West is so bad. I'm telling you, your values are bad for you.
So you're
But doesn't mean the West is
generalising
bad.
the Western people as one thing.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, do you agree that in the Western world, a lot of Westerners do take drugs, alcohol, sex? They do sex.
Of course.
Good. So what I'm saying is, these groomers, were they known to drug these girls?
I mean, you could easily agree or not agree, but we know the truth about this.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Look, we'll come statistically.
A lot of these like gang rapes are
Yeah.
Muslim people.
No, they're not.
Really?
That's nonsense. They're not.
No?
They are not actually. They are not even. If you look at the white people, they are overrepresented. The Asian people are not. Even though we know how to deal with them in our Sharia, we will get rid of them. Yes,
So-
you guys put them in prison with hot bed, hot food, hot shower. I'm asking you a question. These groomers, did they drug these girls?
What do you mean?
Drugs.
What groomers are we talking?
Any white, black, green, blue, whichever. I'm talking about. I don't look at
I
their.
mean, I think there's a balance between just people genuinely kidnapping people and gang raping them, like they are at
No,
the
that's
moment
fine,
in
that's
Spain.
fine, but let's talk about groomers.
Like they are in Spain, right? You've got these.
No, they do it everywhere. You've got a
No,
pedophile problem here.
No, we're talking about the illegal immigrants that have just recently.
No,
been
but why are you
crossing
talking about only illegal immigrants? I'm talking about you have a pedophile pandemic. I'm talking about
So do
these
the Muslims,
groomers.
though,
No,
in
we
your
don't.
cultures.
No, we don't.
Really?
No, we don't.
Okay.
This issue of pedophilia is your problem.
It's not my
It is no, it is your problem. Let me
Okay.
tell you why.
Okay.
Look at predominantly countries like Australia, America. Can someone charge
To
my
me, it
laptop?
just sounds like you're trying to point the finger.
someone charge
All
my
I'm
iPad,
trying
please?
to do is bring up the fact that the people crossing the border right now in Spain,
Yes.
right, all the illegal immigrants that
My
are
iPad, please, bro.
predominantly
Urgently.
Muslim, have I got your attention?
Yes, sorry.
That have been known recently to be kidnapping young women.
Who's kidnapping young women?
The illegal immigrants that are coming over are predominantly Muslim people,
So-
taking
so-
them up
so-
into the mountains. And
I think you're watching too much movies. So let me
I'm
get
not
this right.
watching movies.
It's
I'm-
100%. I'll tell you. You're telling me
What
that a group
movies
of
am I watching?
I don't know, maybe Saw 6. Yeah. Okay.
that, sorry?
Saw, the movie Saw.
I'm
yeah?
watching Saw.
You're
I'm
definitely
watching
watching Saw.
reality, my
You
friend.
are not watching reality at all because you come here with no statistics. You're coming with emotions. I asked you a question. These groomers, do they use drugs?
I feel like you're trying to deflect.
I'm asking a simple
deflect away
question.
from the fact.
Look, they take drugs, they drink alcohol, they give alcohol because they have to intoxicate their victims. They have sex outside of marriage. They go clubbing. Yes? Now, I'm asking a question. Islamically, these are all against our rules. Having sex outside of marriage, capital punishment. Drinking alcohol, you get whipped.
But gang
You get
rape
lashed.
isn't out of your rules.
Okay, so can you tell me where it says we can have a gang rape?
I'm not saying it's what you can or can't
No,
do.
no,
but
I'm
saying
talking
what
Islam.
happens.
I'm talking Islam.
Because
I'm talking Islam.
Because a lot of Muslims seem to do it, don't they?
No, Epstein files do it. Like in the Epstein files do it.
Files.
Yeah, the Epstein.
Yeah, but that's
they-
just the Jews, isn't it?
No, it's not all Jews. They're Zionists.
Isn't it?
No, you can't blame all Jews. They were Zionists.
I'm not saying it's all Jews, but yeah, Zionists.
No, they're Zionists. Yeah, exactly. So if anything, they are the ones that are flying out white girls in their Lolita Express into those islands so they can blackmail the elite to go to war for them. So I'm saying, thank you.
I don't disagree, yeah.
No, exactly. So what I'm saying is, you need to look at who's actually harming your people. Okay. Now when we go to, let me just show you. For example, you see this. This is America, yeah. This is child rape images, yeah. These red dots that you see are people who are basically have images of children being raped. The blue dots or the black dots that you see are the ones that are under investigation. Okay, this is America. There are 250,000 girls have been married underage. So what I'm saying is the following. Okay, this is a pandemic that is hitting your nation now.
I don't disagree.
Which countries, the top 10 countries for hosting child sexual abuse content? You know what's right at the top? Netherlands, Slovakia, United States, Canada, Russia, France, Latvia, Thailand, Luxembourg, Romania. All of them are predominantly either Christian or liberal countries. Yes? So when I say you have a pandemic, I'm talking about, look, even here, look, for example, you have the ethnicity of offenders has got lots of attention recently. Okay, look here, for example, who is overrepresented and who is underrepresented. Okay, and let's look at grooming gangs.
Sorry,
You're talking
can I
about...
just read
Yes.
what that was saying?
Oh, sorry, you can. I can send it to you if you want. So this issue of this thing that you're bringing up, I want to deal with statistics and facts. I don't want to deal with feelings.
I'm not dealing with feelings. All I was saying is, right, if you look at the correlation between, like, the Muslim migration,
Yes.
and I'm not blaming Muslim, I'm not a racist
It's got nothing
person.
to do with Islam.
But if you look at the correlation between the influx of illegal immigration,
Yes.
it directly correlates to the rise in, like, sexual abuse, gang rapes and stuff like that. You can't deny that that's a correlation.
No, you can't, because the thing
If
is,
you go
you're
to places like Poland, right,
Yeah.
where there is a completely zero tolerant policy
you're
for
watching-
illegal immigrants, yeah,
Yes.
right, it's a completely predominantly European white country. The sexual abuse rate is very, very low.
That's fine.
Compared to other European countries
That's
that
fine.
have a much wider population of, like, Muslim.
correlation does not mean causation. Like,
How would you explain then that Poland, which is
I need to look into that. I need to look at what you're telling me if that's is fact. Have you heard of this groomer?
are you, like, deflecting away?
No, I'm
from
not
what
deflecting
saying
away. I'm
again?
talking about groomers. Have you heard of groomers? This is a groomer.
Yeah.
He's a grooming gang.
Yeah. But
Yes,
what,
have you heard of
what
him?
was I just saying about Poland?
You said to me that in Poland, that because they have strict immigration laws, their sexual abuse cases are low. So I'm saying correlation does not mean causation. I need to look if that is the case. Now, when you talk about immigration into this country, in the Western country, comes from Christian countries as well. Nigeria, a lot of Nigeria, so good. So when you're dealing with immigration, it's not a Muslim issue. It's rather a person from a different country issue. Do you get it? So what I'm saying is, when you talk to grooming, have you heard of this? This is the 10th man, part of a Blackwood grooming gang convicted of sexual offences against girls under 16, handed 15 years. Look, 8 child sex offenders jailed for 100 years. Do you hear about this? Look, gang who groomed, raped and sexually exploited girls in Bolton, sentenced 80 years. Which one of them Muslim? Look at these guys. These are groomers. Do you hear about these groomers?
Nobody's disputing that, like, white people don't do it. Though,
Okay, then why did you come here today? Predominantly, it's a white people. I'm not saying white middle-aged men or women. As you can, there are women here as well, who are the main culprits of paedophilia and
I don't know
grooming.
about the main culprit.
They are the main.
Like,
Look at statistics. Look at statistics. Yeah. Okay. They are overrepresented. They are 86% of the population, and they are responsible for 88%. They are 2% or something like that overrepresented. What I'm saying is the following: with us, we're consistent. Black, white, green, yellow, blue. I don't care about Muslim, Asian, Hindu. In Islam, we do a capital punishment. Anyone that abuses a child would receive the capital punishment.
100%.
You guys, when I'm saying you guys, the British government does what? Put them in hot prisons with hot food, hot bed,
course, yeah.
PlayStation,
I totally agree.
waste of taxpayers' money. Brother, they should be, I'm saying clearly, these people should be, I hope you get what I'm saying. So to
Yeah,
me,
I know what you're saying, and I agree. Bro.
I agree with the sentiment that if there are immigrants coming from countries that are opposed to the values of the Western world in the sense of there's girls who walk naked, they have a right. I'll speak to here with many women, but some of them are dressed provocatively. But I've never come and said to them, don't dress up. I speak to them, they're like a human being, they're my sister in humanity. I never look down on them. Do you get it? They can dress how they like, that's their right. But the key here is this: when we talk about immigration, I agree. Anyone that's coming to this country from a country, be they Muslim, be they Christian, be they Jew, if their values are strangely opposing the Western values, even though I agree with certain Western values, they shouldn't be brought here because they are not used to a life where they see a girl walking in a miniskirt. Yeah, and if that man thinks, oh my gosh, I've never seen something like this in my life, and has a propensity to rape her, this man should not be in this country because to him it's alien, it's foreign. If he's not used to this, why is he being brought into this country? So I don't give he's a Muslim, I don't give he's a Christian, I don't give he's a Jew or a Hindu, I don't care what his color is. I'm consistent morally, not strategically. Not is it a Muslim? Oh, it's fine. If he's a Christian, no. So I'm saying I agree with the sentiments that the right have. They have a right to be concerned. But when we're looking at it holistically, we have thousands, or maybe hundreds of thousands of white groomers, white pedophiles that people are turning